देवहूतिर्वाच अदापि अजो अन्तसलीले शयानम् भूत इन्द्रियार्थात्मामयं वपुस्ते गुणप्रवाहं सत् अशेषबीजम् धाद्यौ स्वयं यज्जातब्जजातः माताजी देवहूतिर्वाच अदापि अजो अन्तसलीले शयानम् भूत इन्द्रियार्थात्मामयं वपुस्ते गुणप्रवाहं सत् अशेषबीजम् दद्यौ स्वयं यज्जातरब्जजातः Anybody else? देवहूतिर्वाच अदापि अजो अन्तसलीले शयानम् भूत इन्द्रिय अर्थ आत्मामयं वपुस्ते गुणप्रवाहं सत् अशेषबीजम् धाद्यौ स्वयं यज्जातरब्जजातः Word to word meaning. Devahuti vacha. Devahuti said, Atha api. Moreover, Aja, Lord Brahma, Anta Salile, in the water, Sayanam, lying, Bhuta, the material elements, Indriya, the sense, Artha, the sense object, Atma, the mind, Mayam, pervaded by, Vapuhu, body, Te, your, Guna Pravaham, the source of the stream of the three modes of material nature. Sat, manifest. Asesha, of all. Bijam, the seed. Dhadhyau, meditated upon. Swayam, himself. Yat, of whom. Jatara, from the abdomen. Abja, from the lotus flower. Jata, born. This is one wonderful sloka. They incorporate a lot of meanings. We will read the translation. Devahuti said, Brahma is said to be unborn because he takes birth from lotus flower which grows from your abdomen while you lie in the ocean at the bottom of the universe. But even Brahma simply meditated upon you, whose body is the source of unlimited universe. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Brahma is also named Aja, he who is unborn. Whenever we think of someone's birth, there must be a material father and mother. For thus one is born. But Brahma, being the first living creature within this universe, was born directly from the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Garbho Dakshayi Vishnu, the Vishnu form lying down in the ocean at the bottom of the universe. Devahuti wanted to impress upon the Lord that when Brahma wants to see him, he has to meditate upon him You are the seed of all creation, she said. Although Brahma was directly born from you, he still has to perform many years of meditation. And even then, he cannot see you directly face to face. Your body is lying within the vast water at the bottom of the universe, and thus you are known as Garbho Dakshayi Vishnu. The nature of the Lord's gigantic body is also explained in this verse. That body is transcendental, untouched by matter, since the material manifestation has come from his body. His body therefore existed before the material creation. The conclusion is that the transcendental body of Vishnu is not made up of material elements. The body of Vishnu is the source of all other living entity as well as the material nature, which is also supposed to be the energy of that Supreme Personality Godhead. Devagati said, you are the background of material manifestation and all created energy. Therefore, you are delivering me from the clutches of Maya by explaining the system of Sankhya philosophy is not so astonishing to me. But your being born from my abdomen is certainly wonderful, because although you are the source of all creation, you have so kindly taken birth as my child. This is most wonderful. Your body is source of all the universe, and still you put your body within the abdomen of common woman like me. To me, that is most astonishing. So, Devagati is astonishing the birth of Kapila Dev from her womb. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshorunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tata Desopatandikam Vandegam Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sakradajam Sagagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vidata He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gobesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Stute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhashya Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udirayed Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. When I read the sloka yesterday, I just read the purport and I look at the Prabhupada, how much the points he covered within this one sloka and the purport. I given 11 points. These are all the points he is already covered in this sloka. I will explain one by one. And there is one more point, 12th point I have not mentioned, which Ansari Prabhu will tell what is the 12th point. I will explain. If I miss one point, he will say, the Ram Prabhu missed this one. Okay. Now I am going to tell one more point. He will tell, Prabhu, you explain one more point today. Okay, the 12th point. Okay. See, what is the agenda here? In this verse, basically, Kapila Muni, Kapila Dev, is nothing but Lord himself, born Devagudi, Devagudi mother. And Devagudi mother is astonishing the child and accepting the child as his Guru. And why and all we are going to discuss now. Now, what is Sankhya philosophy? Sankhya philosophy states that the universe is a combination of Prakriti and Purusha, which are the source of all creation. Purusha is a pure awareness, the soul, the self, or we can say that the ultimate knower. Beyond time and activities, it is essence but not material. Matter, nature or Prakriti. It is the force of manifestation in all things that keeps these three gunas in balance. Mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. All the three modes put in balance by Prakriti and Purusha. Sankhya philosophy is also supported by modern science. So now we know in one line what is Sankhya philosophy is a universe is the combination of Prakriti and Purusha. Then I given the key points, total 11 points. The first 4 points belongs to the last 4 verses of the previous chapter. 332, the last 4 verses. Point number 1 is the 40th verse or 41, and the next point is next verse, like that. And then what is Jivan Mukti is from the previous verse, the yesterday verse. And the rest of the 6 and 7, 6 points belongs to this verse. So, what is Sankhya philosophy? Now you know. Who is eligible to understand Krishna consciousness? Which is explained in 332:40. Persons who are always planning to do harm to other living entities are not eligible to understand Krishna consciousness. Then who will understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness? One who do devotional service, one do not harm to others, like we discussed last Saturday about Satyam Hidam Priyam, the 17th chapter, 44 verse, how to talk. So who followed that person is eligible to understand Krishna consciousness. That is not explained in 332:40. Then who is faithful devotee? 332:41. Instruction should be given to the faithful devotee who is respectful to the spiritual master, non-envious. Non-envious is the key. Friendly to all kinds of living entities and eager to render service with faith and sincerity is the pure devotee or faithful devotee who will back to Godhead, which is 332:42 and 43. One must be prepared to offer the necessary respect and honor to the spiritual master. Anyone who once meditates upon me, anyone who once meditates upon me with faith and affection, who hears and chant about me, surely go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is mentioned in the last verse of the previous chapter, 3:32-43. Prabhupada explained very nicely, anyone who meditates upon me with faith and affection and who hears and chants about me, surely go back to home, Godhead. This is true. So first 4 points I explained, which is nothing but the last 4 verses of the previous chapter. Then the previous verse, that is first verse of this chapter, is talking about what is Jivan Mukti. Anyone who understands the basic principles of Sankhya philosophy is elevated in devotional service and becomes fully Krishna consciousness or liberated, which is Jivan Mukti, even within this material world. Lord Kapila explained to his mother Devahudi, the wife of Kardamuni, and she already got the Jivan Mukti even in this world. That is what explained in the previous verse. See what is he saying? Prabhupada saying in the purport. So understand Sankhya philosophy and elevated to devotional service and becomes fully Krishna consciousness. They are liberated in this material world itself. No need to go to somewhere else. Here itself they are liberated. That is point number 6. Next to last 6 point belongs to this verse 3:33-2. How come son become guru of mother Devagudi? When you look at this, how come the son become Guru Maharaj for the mother? Here it is explained, Prabhupada is nicely explained how it is. Brahma himself informed Mother Devahudi that Lord himself is going to take birth from you and you will get to know from the Lord himself. You will be freed from all anxiety. She had that faith from Brahmaji, no doubt from her side. That is the key. She, Mata Devahudi, listened to Brahmaji and has more than 100% faith on him, his words, and he accepted his son as a guru. That is the key here. He has faith on the Brahmaji by Mata Devahudi. When we will get doubt, see sometimes, oh gosh, why I have to do this? I have so much work. I don't want to come for Seva today. I do my other work. People think that, oh, they come one day and the other day won't come. And even when friendship and relationship, they are breaking. What is the reason? Because of the doubt. How we are getting the doubt, and even Brahma got the doubt. When Brahma observed the activities of the most powerful Krishna in killing and delivering Aghasura, and he was astonished. So Brahmaji told, I want to test. He is a small boy, he is doing so much. I want to test him. He hidden all the cowherd boy, calf and everything. And then he sat around saying, looking at what Krishna is going to do. And even Brahma itself has doubt. Now coming back to ourselves, we are also having a lot of doubts. Why I want to do this service? I don't want to do this week. I will take a break 2 weeks and then I will come next week. That is because Prarabdha Dharma. If you like it, okay, I have not done anything wrong in this birth. Okay, that's quite good, not a problem. But your previous karma, that will affect. The Prarabdha Dharma is the one which is giving you doubt. That doubts always break the relationship between husband and wife, even the friendship, even anywhere. There is a relationship, the breaking of relationship is doubt. That doubt is coming from your Prarabdha karma, which we cannot avoid. But there is a remedy for Prarabdha karma to, there is no, it will not affect you. When and how? Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma chuchaha. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 18.66, surrender unto me, I will take care, do not fear. Once you surrender to Krishna and start doing your devotional service, the Prarabdha karma will be go down. It will not give effect on you. The doubt will not, you will not get the doubt. That is the key. That's what I mentioned here, one of the point as how the Prarabdha karma is affecting you. You are getting the doubt, that the doubt is breaking the relationship, even between husband, wife, even friendship, whatever you call relationship, that is the reason. And also, you are not consistent with what you are doing. That is the key reason. If you want to do consistently what you are doing, I want to do service every Saturday, I want to do every day morning 4:30 to 6 chanting. Like that, if you want to do everything, first surrender to Krishna and take the holy name as your guru, main thing, and then chant attentively, then you are there, the Prarabdha karma will go down, it will not give effect, it will not affect you. So, I am the servant of the Lord, my job is to do the devotional service, I already surrendered to Krishna, so my Prarabdha karma will not affect me. That is the key. So even Brahma did like that. And what happened next? When Brahma hid the calf and the cowherd boys, what Krishna did? Vasudeva feature. Krishna expanded himself as the whatever calf missing, cowherd boy missing, he himself expanded as cowherd boy, as calf. No one knows the difference. Then later, Brahma understood his mistake. Then he come and surrendered. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He surrendered to Krishna. The key thing is, once you surrender to Krishna, keep that in mind. I already surrendered soul. I keep the devotional service as my key thing. Then Prarabdha karma won't work at all. Then I mentioned another point. Temple is the embassy of the spiritual world. So, if you come to the temple, you will get the visa to go back to Godhead. Isn't it? No need to get the H1B or American visa or American embassy. You can come to here, you will get visa directly to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. How come? You will get it. See, once you come to the temple, you are under the shelter of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. You are the shelter of the Lord. And your main intention here is, I am the servant of the Lord, I am here to do the service to the Lord. And service to the devotee, servant of the servant of the servant. So my job is to the devotional service. Sadhana, again sadhana, again sadhana. That means you are under the protection of the Lord Krishna and Radha. So, there is no doubt this is the embassy for the spiritual world. So if you come to the temple with that intention, certainly 100% sure you already entered into the embassy of the spiritual world. That is the key. What is our founder Acharya instruction on devotional service? Which is 10.8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhuta bhava samanvitaha. Prabhupada says in the translation, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So, Prabhupada was mentioned in 10.1 of the Sadhu Shloki very clearly that the devotional service is the key that will take you to back to Godhead. Any doubts so far? I finished all the 11 points. Now a couple of other points which I mentioned last week. I noticed Prabhupada and other acharyas talking more and more on devotional service. Why the devotional service is the key? And when I link with all the sloka whatever read, it is they are saying in the simply as devotional service, but if you look into the deeper meaning, how that devotional service start, how we want to perform the devotional service. That is very important. And in that way, Prabhupada assigned the day-to-day activities of the ISKCON so that even if you participate in any one of the activities, you will be part of the devotional service. So first come to the Mangala Arati and have darshan. Then Mangala, then Dosi Arati is there. Once then we will start doing the chanting. So in that process, when you be attentive in the morning from Mangala Arati to finish your chanting, that means for the whole day you have done your devotional service. The 16 round chanting, it is not 16 round counting, and 16 round chanting, and you are engaging with Krishna. You are talking to Krishna, please engage me in your devotional service. That is the key. So from that process, morning 6 o'clock, you finished all your Mangalarati, Dosyarati and 16 round chanting, then the day is done, your devotional is done. You are ready to go back to Godhead. Do your job on a day basis, you are already a Jivan Mukta here. That is what Prabhupada wants us to do. So, morning wake up, had a Mangalarati and had my chanting. That is one part of devotional service. You can do any devotional service. That is one devotional service. Then, and I notice why Prabhupada want to do this way. And one reporter asking him what about the wealth. What is your wealth? What you are having going to take? Prabhupada said that devotional service what we are doing, that is the wealth coming with you. Not your car or iPhone or your house, nothing. It won't come with you. There is no material thing in this material world. The key thing is the devotional service what you have done is coming with you. That is the key. So that is the reason Prabhupada and other Acharya stressing on us, please engage in the devotional service, starting from Hare Krishna Mahamantra on a routine basis, every daily basis, and keep Krishna in the center, then they will be all right, and at the end of the life, you will go back to Godhead, because your everyday day-to-day life itself, you are keeping Krishna as the center. Whatever you do, you are keeping Krishna in the center and offering to Krishna, and you are doing. Whether you are getting studying result, going to Krishna, cooking, offer to Krishna, then eating. Like that, keeping center of the Krishna, then you will be all right. Even I remember one of the Chatushloki of Srimad Bhagavatam, the second one, Rite Ritam Yat Pratiyeta Na Pratiyeta Chatmani. It say, whatever you do, if it is not in relation to me, is of waste, is of no use. Krishna himself say in the Bhagavad Gita, sorry, in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the second Sadhusloki, 233, I can't remember the number, 34 or thing, that one. The second Sadhusloki of Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna say in the Bhagavatam. The Sadhusloki is spoken by whom? Sadhusloki is spoken by Garbhodakshai Vishnu to Brahmaji. That is the very first four sloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam from Garbhodakshai Vishnu to Brahmaji. The fourth sloka of 233. I can't remember number. 33 to 36. No, the sloka number is 33 to 36, and the second canto, and then in the third chapter, I can't remember the chapter. So in that it mentioned Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu himself mentioned that whatever you do, if it is not relation to me, it is of no use. That is the reason Prabhupada said very nicely, you can keep Krishna in the center of everything what you do, then your life will be alright. That is the thing, key thing Prabhupada mentioned in that way. Any doubts so far? Prabhuji? Mataji, any doubt? I think Ravi Prabhu is not there. He will normally ask some questions. Did I finish all the points, Prabhu? Any point missing? I don't know that devotional service is the asset which you are taking, go back to Godhead. That is the key thing. Yes, please. Yes, coming to the temple itself is one of the devotional service. Yes, they can do very well following the Prabhupada instruction and coming to the temple following the four regulatory principles. More than enough. Yes, Prabhu. You want to say something? You want to add something? Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Yes. That is one of the key thing actually. It's a good question actually. The thing is, I listened to one of the Ghanshyam Prabhu class. He explained about the Paradgama very nicely. No one can get away from the Paradgama. That is true. And when Krishna Guru, Sandipani Muni, Krishna asked him, what is the Guru Dakshina I have to give? And Sandipani Muni said, give back my son. He is died already. Can I get my son back? Immediately Krishna went and bring the son back to him. That is only possible by Krishna, nobody else. Here the key thing is, the Paradgama has lot of effects. You cannot get away from that. That is one of the source of all the suffering. Key source. If you want to get away from that Paradgama, your surrender unto Krishna is the very first thing. And engage in your service is the second thing. If you do that only, that your Paradgama will go away. Nothing else. Nothing else. It is, you can go, that is why when the astrologer look at the horoscope, they look at the Purva Punyasthan. That shows in the horoscope the activities of the previous birth. If it is weak, or if it is in that place Rahu and Ketu is there, then they will say, this fellow has did lot of sins, that he has come out for very difficult. And they will say some prayachittam, do this, that. But here, Krishna say, surrender unto me, I will take care. That is the key thing for flourishing from ourselves. To come out and get out of the Parata Dharma. Did I clear the point? And I want to say one more couple of other points, which is in the later verses mentioned. What Palashruti of reading this story. Did anyone hear this Palashruti of the benefit of reading this chapter? What is the Palashruti? It is mentioned in the last verse 3:33 and 37, 3:33, 37, last verse of this sloka, this chapter. The descriptions of the dealings of Kapilateva and his mother is very confidential. And anyone who hears or reads this narration becomes a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is carried by Garuda. And he thereafter enters into the abode of the Supreme Lord to engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. So, this Kada, the conversation between Devahudi, Mother Devahudi and Lord Kapila is very confidential and it is very pious. By hearing this Kada itself, you will come to devotional service and you will go back to Godhead, which is mentioned in the last verse of this chapter. You can refer. Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Any doubt? I am happy to discuss. Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan ki. Hare Krishna.